So Ms. Cooper, you're going to get taken into custody today.
Can I please talk to her? Can I please talk
Ms.
to her?
Cooper.
This defendant is staring down a potential 20-year sentence for a major crime, and Judge Boyd doesn't sugarcoat a single word. Her tough, no-nonsense remarks leave the courtroom stunned, especially the defendant, who clearly didn't expect what was coming. It's a powerful moment of accountability, and it raises big questions about justice, consequences, and remorse. Let us know in the comments where you stand on this one. Now let's jump in and watch how it all unfolds.
15W State of Texas versus Amia Cooper. That party's announced for the record for the state.
Ryan Grover for the state of Texas.
For the defense.
Cabañas for Ms. Cooper.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision, and state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them? Are you the same Amia Cooper who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2015 CR 11815W for the offense of promotion of prostitution person on January 25th, 2016 for a period of 5 years? Is that you? All right, state.
Yes, Judge. Violated condition number 5 in Bell County, Texas. The defendant, Amia Cooper, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of August and September 2021 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5? Court would find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there an agreement?
There isn't, Judge.
All right. State, what are your requests?
Judge, we're asking for revocation in this case, Judge. She was placed on back in 2016. I believe we're before the court now on a third MTR. She's had one where she was sent to SATIC, another one where she was given an extension, and now we have this one, Judge. She absconded, I believe, in whenever that first MTR that I read today was. We haven't had track of her for at least approximately a year. For her to stay on probation, we'd have to extend the case, and I think probation's recommendation or potential recommendation is state ISF. At this point, I think that she's just had, she's exhausted the resources of probation, and at some point, I think those resources are better to go to someone else. We're asking for revocation based on that fact and the fact that she is picked up all these new technical charges. We'd ask for her to be revoked.
And how much time are you requesting?
We'd ask for 5 years TDC.
All right, defense.
Your Honor, the defense is asking the court to follow the recommendation by probation and extend the case, I think for 2 years. And speaking to Ms. Cooper, she's told me about some issues that in 2021, I believe, led her to have these technical violations. One of them is the birth of a child, who I think is now 3 years old. According to Ms. Cooper at the time, she's a resident of Bell County of Killeen. And so because her son was born, there was some issues where she didn't have a home or didn't have a stable home environment, is what led to those technical violations.
Why would somebody engage in activities to have a child when they don't have a stable place for them or themselves or their child?
Judge, I don't know how to answer that.
These are my questions.
The words right out of my mouth. This attorney's argument feels like the same tired playbook we've seen too many times, saying she shouldn't serve time. Just because she has a child might tug at heartstrings, but legally, it doesn't carry much weight. Courts don't just hand out free passes based on parental status, especially when the offense is this serious. And if I'm Judge Boyd, I'm definitely not falling for this worn-out excuse. Judges have heard it all before, and this defense has been dismissed more times than anyone can count.
All right, I'll hear the rest of your argument.
But she does tell me, Judge, that I think just like somebody becomes a parent, I think now she says she is going to abide by the conditions of probation. She's going to follow them to the best of her ability, including she suggested having some sort of monitoring device or to make sure that she complies with whatever conditions either Bexar County or Bell County imposes on her.
All right, is there anything you wish to say, Ms. Cooper?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Amia Cooper.
Why are you not following conditions of probation?
Your Honor, throughout the time of me entering, I was struggling on getting a better apartment for me and my child. And just the fact that my child's father.
I cannot understand a word you're saying. You're mumbling and you're speaking in run-on sentences.
I was looking for a place for me and my child. And at the time of it, my son's dad was trying to take custody away from me. And throughout that time, I just lost my father as well. My dad just, but he just killed himself. And I'm not even from Texas. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So having all that going on in my head caused me not to do what I have to do on probation.
But the problem is, this is not your first time not doing what you needed to do on probation. Where's your child?
He's with his dad in Texas.
So, I mean, you're not doing anything on probation. So I don't understand why I should continue to work with you when you're not doing what's required of you. And honestly, I know probation is asking for ISF. I don't even know how ISF is supposed to help. How old are you?
I'm 20.
So you're 28 years old. I don't understand how you don't report. I don't understand how you don't pick up the phone and call somebody and say, these are the difficulties I'm having in my life right now. Instead of coming to me crying, please don't send me to prison. So why shouldn't I send you to prison?
I have a whole lot of my figure ahead of me. I know
I can't understand.
I know that I'm only 28 and I get that. I know.
Well, not only 28. If you were before me saying I'm only 18, then I'd be, okay, this person is young, but you are 28. Not only 28, you're 28.
No, I don't want. Throughout my whole life, I've been going through a lot of ups and downs. It started with my mama, and then with my dad.
And what with your mom?
I was young when I was separated from her.
And why were you separated from her?
Due to what happened to me at a young age.
Okay.
And that caused a lot of confusion, traumatized, depression, and everything else.
So now we're supposed to believe that a rough childhood gives you a free pass to break the law and treat probation like a suggestion? That's a hard sell. Courts understand trauma, but they also understand responsibility. Your past might explain certain choices, but it doesn't excuse them. The system is built to hold people accountable while factoring in context, not to let people off the hook completely. At some point, sympathy runs out, especially when you keep landing back in court with the same story. If hardship alone were enough, we wouldn't even need probation officers.
Because I just want to stop the cycle that my family has. And I want to be the last one. I definitely don't want my child to be the one to end this. I wanted to end this cycle. And I'm asking for forgiveness and asking for another chance on my probation to do better by my mom and my dad who just died.
What do you mean do better by your mom? I thought this all started with your mom.
It has, because I don't talk to my mom. I don't speak to her. Because I know how she's feeling right now. I know she's angry at me and all the above.
And why is she angry at you?
If I have not talked to her, I know that I'm not listening to her. And the fact that me and my mom do bump heads a lot. And it's hard. But it's hard for me. So I am asking for another chance.
All right, see, and here's the thing. You were back here in August. And you pled to violation of condition number 2. I denied the motion. I extended you for 1 year and asked for parenting classes. So obviously, the fact that you had your son means nothing to you as far as you doing your probation.
My son do means everything to me.
Then why are you not acting that way?
Your Honor, at the time, I was also dealing with court for him. My son's father is trying to take my rights away. I have been placed on child support for him. They also wanted me to do parenting classes.
All right. And see, this is what people sometimes don't get. When you have a child, whoever you have that child with, that person has as much right to the child as you do. And honestly, if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, then yeah, that other parent should step in and try to take custody of their child. Because I don't know why people think that when they have a child, they had this child in a bubble with just themselves, then there's nobody else out there. All right, this is what the court will do. The court will deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to extend for 2 years. There's to be ISF, cognitive, and GPS for the remaining of the term. And there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors until further notice.
That's wrong.
All right, thank you. Ms. Cooper, so you're asking to be transferred to Bell County?
Yes, ma'am.
So who do you know in Bell County?
I have my child there. I have a few, they're friends, but they're more like adopted, like you adopted them to your family, like your extended family.
Mhm.
So I've been getting a lot of help since I've been out.
All right, and have you been maintaining your sobriety?
Yes, ma'am. I actually put in a whole bunch of applications. I got a few jobs that is actually lined up, but the only thing I need to get is my ID. And I'm having issues with that because of my birth certificate. But other than that,
All right, what issues are you having with your ID?
one, I don't have my birth certificate or my social due to, yes, ma'am. And I've been trying to see if my mom can send it, but the copy that she has is under a totally different name and stuff like that.
Oh, well, you can go online and order it. I mean, it costs.
Yeah,
But if you talk to probation about that, I'm sure they'll be able to help you.
yes, ma'am.
All right, and when's the last time you had your UA?
I want to say since the last time.
And when was that? Has it been this month?
No, ma'am. I'm just not hearing from probation last week.
Okay, all right, so we'll do a UA today. And Bashan,
Yes, Your Honor.
if her UA is okay, then we'll do I'll allow for her to transfer to Bell County. And make sure that probation has reviewed that location.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you're going to do a UA today, okay? And what are the results going to be?
I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be negative because of my tooth. I've been having a massive toothache.
Is that
This one and
prescription?
this one? Yes, ma'am. I don't have it with me though.
All right. So you're going to have to provide prescription for that. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And we're still going to do a UA today. All right. So Ms. Cooper, you're going to get taken into custody today.
Wait.
Ms. Cooper, there will be an attorney here for you today.
Wait. Talk to her. Why are you trying to fool me? Can I please talk to her? Can I please talk
Ms.
to her?
Cooper, we're not going to take you. Oh, I think she's going to have to go.
Can I please talk to you?
And Deputy Laura will have an attorney appointed for her, so they'll be here to speak with her today. She's on deferred, is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
All right. And are you Miss Cooper? All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Mia Cooper who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2015 CR 11815W for the offense of promotion or prostitution of a person younger than 18 years and placed on probation on January 25th, 2016 for a period of 5 years and extended for 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 2 on or about the 25th day of July 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Mia Cooper, did in there legally use a controlled substance, namely methamphetamines, in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Okay, here's the thing. I can't hear you. You're going to have to speak up. You can't be whispering because I know when you're in public, you don't whisper. So how do you plead to a violation of condition number 2 that's just been read by the state? True or not true?
It's true.
Judge Boyd is not messing around. This is the outcome she earned, plain and simple. After everything she did, especially breaking probation by using drugs, there's really no room left for tears. The court gave her a second chance and she tossed it aside like it didn't matter. That kind of blatant disregard for the rules doesn't just get overlooked. And honestly, it shouldn't. Actions have consequences, and now the real test begins. How she handles the sentence Judge Boyd is about to deliver, there's no easy way out from here. Let's jump back in and see exactly what's coming her way.
We'll waive the
Simple.
remaining violated conditions, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, there is, Your Honor.
And what is the agreement?
It is to adjudicate guilt or revoke the individual off her probation and is sentenced to 2 years in TDC.
Is that the agreement?
That is our agreement, Judge.
Ms. Cooper, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
I cannot
Yes.
hear you. All right. The court will follow your agreement, find you guilty, grant the motion, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served.
Just for the record, Judge, I've been told by the court staff and the probation department, she has 576 days credit that we're asking to receive.
Robert, yeah,
Yes.
time for her state ed status and state ISF.
All right. Were those successfully completed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And I'll give her credit for any time and inpatient treatment. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No,
All right,
Judge.
we can go off the record. I understand the issues that you've had in your life, but at some point in time, you are going to have to start making better decisions because otherwise you're going to find yourself in and out of prison and back to the same place that you were before. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you have a significant other or somebody in your relationship who wants you to do things that are not for your best, then you need to drop them because they mean you no good. And I don't know if what I'm telling you is sinking in or not, but if you have a boyfriend out there who's making you do things or wants you to do things for fast and easy money, then guess what? That is not the person for you. And you're going to have to stop using drugs because otherwise what you had in your system today, that could be the last time you use. And then guess what? There would be somebody dead in Bexar County or somebody dead in a field and they'd be trying to identify the body. Then somebody would identify the body and it may be you. Don't be that person. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck.
So after everything, the violations, the treatment, the courtroom drama, she ends up serving just 2 months. 2 months, when she was facing up to 20 years. That's the kind of outcome that makes you question whether the system really sends a strong enough message. It feels less like accountability and more like a loophole. Honestly, it's hard to believe any real lesson was learned here. And yeah, watching Judge Boyd handle this with her signature sarcasm was definitely a highlight, especially when she asked if the drug test would come back clean. But in the end, the sentence just feels too light. I think Judge Boyd could have pushed it further. What do you think? Was this justice, or just another break that won't change anything? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you're into this kind of content.